Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Hi, guys. Hi, Deborah. Okay. All right. It's good. It's good. It's good. Checking yourself out over there. Okay. All right. We have a lot to talk about. First of all, you guys know the key necklaces, right? How do you earn your key necklace?
600.
600 wholesale in the month. Our goal is to have 30, and they are beautiful. And you want to be consistent. And if you order it last month, which I know several of you did, then you want to keep getting them every month because there's a consistency piece. Now, I am offering a consistency prize, a girlfriend's getaway, a weekend getaway for anybody who does it every single month this year, okay? Now, if you missed last month, like I had said before, this is makeup month. Yay! So if you do it this month, but you have to do, okay, if you maybe ordered 200 last month, then you have to order the difference. So basically your order from July and August has to equal 1,200 wholesale, and that's makeup month. Got it? So it has to be cumulative. Got it? And then when you do 600 wholesale, you get to come to Inner Circle at my home. We had to skip last month because I was gone, but now we are back on track. And September, first Sunday in September, we're gonna have an awesome, really fun event at my home. So it's gonna be really great. Maybe not Labor Day weekend. Thank you for reminding me. But after that, because you haven't looked at my calendar. Thank you, Jenna. We will get a good date. We will get a good date. Yeah, thank you for reminding me of that. Anyways, Inner Circle. You will get to come to Inner Circle sometime early September. Yes, probably not the first Sunday, which we normally like it to be. Let's see. And then $100 days this month. Who has had $100 days so far? Woo! Who has had $200 days? $300 days? The $400 days? Yay, Jenna! Woo! That's good. So yeah, the goal is to shoot for 10 $100 days each month. And when you do, I'm gonna give away a prize each month. This month I'm giving away the cute little Mary Kay pins for your business. I love those things. But more importantly, you're gonna have money in your pocket, and you're gonna be able to have pretty much almost enough to order the 600. Okay, faces promo. Oh my gosh, what am I doing for faces? For 15 and 30 faces this month. You remember? Coffee. I know someone with coffee over there. Coffee. So 15 faces, you earn coffee with me. 30 faces, you earn Shapoos and like free food, right? So yeah, I know. So are you booking some faces, people? Booking some faces. How many people have had 5 or more faces this month? This month. All right. Good. How many of you have had 10 or more faces? Yeah. Woo-hoo. 15. Almost. Parties, people. Parties are where it's at. Absolutely. So ask people. There's nothing wrong. I give you these things so that you use them to ask people to just be a face for you. Say, I need your face. I'm running a prize. 30 faces. I just need your face. Okay, you guys can do that, right? Right. Okay. And then those of you that are in your red jacket, which means you have 3 or more active, you get to be on a special call with Monique Todd Balboa. She is a national. I posted on our Facebook page. She is a national that has opened up her home to us we're going to join her for fall retreat in October. And so I just got the info about fall retreat. I'll post it on our Facebook page if you want. So literally I just got it today. But basically it's going to be in Garden of the Gods. It is going to be in the area. Okay, so Mary Kay does 2 big, huge conferences a year. There's a seminar we just did in July, and all America comes together. Then in March, they do local big corporate things like we did in Denver, career conference. And then national areas do fall retreats. We need that extra boost every 3 months, okay? Because we just need it. And then in January, we always do a January jumpstart. So every 3 months, there's something big, like we have our meetings weekly, but then something bigger on a bigger scale to really encourage you. And so I've never been to, well, it's been a long time since I've been to a nationals retreat. They all do them differently. And so it's really cool that it's local. A lot of people are flying in from all over the state to come, or all over the country to come in. So it's at Garden of the Gods. It is, I'll post the flyer on our Facebook page, but it's the, so you can come. But anyways, she is like kind of adopted us. It's been kind of nice. We get to plug into all these things. And so she does a red jacket call. I think it's like once a month. And when you're in your red jacket, She's going to teach you leadership training to be able to help with your team members. And so it's tomorrow morning. You can listen to the recording. I am going to extend it that any of you that get in your red jacket by Friday, I'll send you the recording. Okay? So that way you can listen to it. Got it? So just 3 active people. Got it? So, yeah, get your 3. Recruiting promo. When you share with 20 people by the 15th, you are in the new botanicals. And if Amanda can do it with how crazy busy she is, we all can. It really is about a goal, you guys. When you get fired up about something, and that's what everyone said, like, we're just trying to help her. Like, is that when you get fired up about something, you are like a dog on a bone, that nothing will stop you from getting it. And so if you get excited, if you really have a desire to move up in your business, you want to be go on target for your car, you want to become a director, get like a dog on a bone with this 20. I mean, she literally came up with like 10 the last day or so, I think, just because of the deadline. So use that deadline to help you. Don't let it scare you. Use it to help you. Got it?
At first it scared me. Like last night I had.
Yeah, she's like, I can't do it.
I was like, yeah, whatever, I'm good. And today I'm like, what do I mean I'm good? I have 4 more people.
Right.
I asked, like, then I have random people that are like, oh yeah, you asked me, I'll totally do it today. And it's easy.
People want, yeah, and they want to help you. They really, really do want to help you if you tell them about it. And then let's see what else. What else? Where do I want to go? Next, you probably saw me post Diane Mentally, another awesome national, is letting us do her pace setters in September. So you can sign up for that. It's free. The other thing I want to talk about is events. Okay. So we have these events. I'm so excited we have guests tonight. Yay. I'm really proud of y'all because we haven't had guests in quite a while. And I'm probably, if we don't have guest counts to the Friday night, the Pueblo is great. We're killing it down in Pueblo. So keep up the Thursdays and the Sundays. People are bringing guests there. But up here, it's been really slow. So if we don't have any guests anymore, or very few on Friday nights, I think I'm going to get rid of them in September. So if you want me to keep Friday nights in the Springs, book a bunch of people for this month, okay? And so I'm keeping them all this month. But if our guest count goes down drastically, I'll probably stop them in September, okay? So, because we got to be smart about our time, and I want to work for you. So get people in front of me, okay? Me or one of my directors will do it. And then in Denver, same thing, our count is kind of low. If you guys know people in Denver, let us know. Let's work it up there because our count has kind of gone down up there. So if you know people in Denver, let's talk about it. What did you say?
I just had a
Yeah, okay, good. You're like a thing. Yeah. Sure. If you guys want to go, yeah.
I wasn't able to do the last one, so I really want to go to one.
Yeah, you want to go to one. Well, we haven't done like Jen and I had talked about like going up every Friday to like blitz the town. And all that means is that you go and you just like meet a bunch of people. Like we go together and we just go out and talk to people. Yeah, and like go out and meet people because there's power in numbers. There's power in numbers. And I don't know about you, but I get chicken when I'm on my own. When I'm with somebody, even I get chicken. So if I get chicken, I know y'all get chicken. Exactly. And there's power in numbers. And so, we'll talk about putting on the calendar, Samantha, and going up there and doing it because if you guys want to build up in Denver, I'd love to build up in Denver. There's so much opportunity up there. And I rent a studio up there, so I might as well use it. I'd love to use it. I really would, believe me. So if you know people up in Denver, contact me. Let's book spaces right now. I do Friday nights at 6:30 and then Sunday at 2 in Denver. So, one more thing that we didn't talk about last week, but I think I'm going to officially challenge everybody because I found all these copies of it. And so I thought I was going to bring it. And it's called a scavenger hunt. And it's a great, let me steal one. Sorry, I'll steal yours. So it's called the scavenger hunt. And it goes right along with like blitzing because this is a really fun way to blitz that you go out with a buddy. You take your scavenger hunt. Okay, I have like Carla and all her directors up there. They literally carry this in their purse. They carry it in their purse and they fold it up, not tacky, but they fold it up and then like keep it so it's not all like, Right. No, don't do that. Don't do that. But you get this paper. Oh, don't worry about the holes and the ketchup and the coffee stains. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Let's not do that. There's some over there. Yeah. I think there's some back there, right? You guys got some over. So this is an awesome, very simple way to meet people that I'm officially challenging you. Last week we talked about leads and lead generating. We didn't talk about this. And I, like I said, found all these copies. I'm like, they need some over there. And so I'm officially challenging all of you. See, you're already thinking about, oh, I can find people in here. It doesn't count in here, okay? It doesn't count in here. I know. So how this works, it's super simple. It's a scavenger hunt. Y'all remember doing a scavenger hunt when you were younger, right? So scavenger hunt, your goal is to fill this list up, okay? And so okay, here's another little tip. I don't know, it was several months ago, my senior Terry, she mentioned about the scavenger hunt and that they went out and got like 20 names in like an hour. She went out with a consultant, they each got 20 names in an hour. But what she said you want to do the first couple times is put fake names on here so it doesn't look empty. People are funny about not wanting to be the first, okay? Courtney. Yeah, you don't want to. So put Courtney's name there. And, yeah, unless they're like obvious, but no, I have put my foot in my mouth way too many times. No. But they could have just had a baby too. Like, oh my gosh, so don't do that. Don't go that one. So that was one of the tips that Terry shared is like put a couple names on there so that they're not the first, okay? There's something about being the first. People don't want to be the first, okay? So, but then it's really simple. Like you see a woman in the grocery store. Hello, do you not see a woman in the grocery store every time you go, right? And okay, so this is super simple. It doesn't really matter what you say, but you say something along the lines of like, I love saying this is gonna sound crazy. But I'm on a scavenger hunt with Mary Kay, and I've been challenged to film this whole line, and this is crazy, but you're a woman at a grocery store. Would you mind? Like, I literally would say it like that. Like, have fun with it. Because you guys, if you have fun with it, they see you're just a real person. You're just a real person, and women want to help other people. So you say, I know this is crazy, but I'm on the scavenger hunt, and you are a woman wearing a suit. Would you mind, filling out, what would you say?
You're a woman who's very pale.
Maybe that's not good. We have some bronzer.
Maybe put the fake name in that one.
Yeah, I'll put the fake name in that one too. That could get awkward. That is weird. I didn't notice that one. Yeah, I would do that. Okay, so and then basically say I'm in a scavenger hunt. Can you write? You guys, this is the important part. I'm in a scavenger hunt. Can you just write down your name and number? I'm also giving away some free prizes. Easy peasy. Super, super, super simple. So, what if you what? Women from church? Women from church. Oh. What women of color could get interesting too. So, yeah, some of these I didn't really read through all of them, but yeah, no, the whole point and is you're doing a scavenger hunt. It's just a fun way to meet people, okay? That it gets you out of your comfort zone. It makes it fun, and you see that it's kind of like we did the googly eyes. Like we had this thing where we went out with googly eyes, like the glasses you put on that the eyes fall out, and we did this challenge where you had to go get as many pictures as you could with these people with googly eyes on, and it was hilarious. Like people were having so much fun, guys were doing it, that it just gets you talking to people, and you realize people aren't scary. They're not scary. So anyways, this is a fun scavenger hunt. You're all officially challenged to fill out all of them, except for you can put a fake name by 4, okay? So if you want to do women of color, women very pale, a baby, we're gonna pick the one from the church, I don't care, whatever. Anyways, the whole point is I want you just try to get out there and have fun, okay? So you're officially challenged to fill out the scavenger hunt sheet. Got it? Okay. Yes, hon. By next week. By next week, yeah, you guys can all do it. Yeah, you can do it in a day. If you make up your mind, you guys could easily go out there. Absolutely. Absolutely.
What's this challenge? What's our prize?
I don't know. I don't know. No, you have to do 15 in a week.
15 of these in a week?
No. 15 shares, you get the customized roll-up bag. Oh, not for this. Not for this. Are you kidding me? No. Yeah. Well, you fill it out. The bigger prize, you're gonna be stepping out of your comfort zone. I don't know what the prize is, but you're challenged to fill it out. Okay, you're challenged to fill it out. But more importantly, you're stretching yourself out of your comfort zone. Okay. Oh, I forgot to mention, I've been a leap call. I think you guys see that, like it's a daily inspirational message. Have you guys been calling in and listening to it, or any of them, the $1 Million Message, the leap calls? you guys, if you're struggling with your doubt and insecurity and, well, we all struggle with that. But if you want to work on it, that's the thing, because we all can sit there and complain and say, oh, well, I can't do this or that, make excuses. But if you want to be in a different place, you got to change here. Okay, you got to change here. And those calls, hearing from other people really help you change your thoughts. Okay, so I'd encourage you to call into the lead call and the $1 Million Message. Just make that a thing every day. 5 to 10 minutes of inspiration. You guys need it. You need it. You guys, I know I need it. And if I need it, I know you guys need it. Okay, because we're dealing with people and the discouragement and all that gets to your head. I don't know if you listen to them, but I would highly recommend you go back and listen to them. Jan Thetford, last week I posted, it was 3 messages on discouragement. And it was so good about how to handle them. You guys, I send out these messages on purpose. Listen to them because they help you feel better. And we need that, okay? So anyway, side note about that. Announcement that I don't think anybody knows about. Maybe I mentioned it a long time ago. Next week, I'm preaching to the choir. I know, because you guys are all already here. I know you're not going to miss your meeting next week, but next week we have one of my best friends and a top director, $1 Million director in the company, Lisa Ann Harmon, is coming to our meeting tomorrow night. She lives in Pennsylvania. Lisa Ann Harmon. So next Monday night, she's going to come as our guest speaker. She is, I'll introduce her probably next week and share this, but she is someone who, when I went on my first top director trip, I was so nervous and so scared. And like all these big deals in Mary Kay that I had looked up to and listened to, now I was like around them. And oh my God. And she was someone that just made me feel so special and included me and helped me fit right in. Anyway, she took me under her wing. And then she started our prayer call. I think you guys know that every Monday morning I do a prayer call with me and like 6 other directors across the country. Country. And so she started that. Anyway, so she's a really good friend of mine. She's coming out and she is a top director. She's earned like probably I think 5 times the amount of trips that I've earned. So her knowledge is huge and she's done $1 million before too. So she's a very
good worm chatter.
Yeah. So anyways, she's coming next week. Don't want to miss it. All right. And then, all right, any questions about all that? There you go. Okay, last thing. Did y'all see these prizes over here?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
yay.
Oh, yes.
Is anybody like, these are the cutest things in the whole wide world, remember? Okay, so when I came back from seminar, I got all these prizes at seminar, Go Give Night, and on the bus home, all the consultants were like, how can we earn them? How can we earn them? So tonight I'm going to tell you how you earn them. So I'm going to pass them around, and so they're super cute. All of them. Okay, so this purse, like you can look at the tags on the inside somewhere. It's $350. And isn't it the cutest purse you've ever seen? So cute. Okay, so this is the big one. This is the big one. Want to know how you earn this?
Yeah.
You go on Target for your car with 10,000 or more this month. You go on Target for your car with 10,000 or more. Every single one. Yes, you can. Any of you in the room could. The person that does it first gets this purse. All right, it's on. Do you know how you go on Target for your car?
$5,000 and 5 team members.
So yeah, you have to have at least 5 active to earn that. So to go on Target, it's normally 5,000. To earn that, it's 10,000 because you guys, I want you thinking bigger. I want you thinking bigger. I've had new consultants do 10,000 wholesale in their first month. Courtney and Christina and I don't think you got up to 10,000. You're like 6,000 to 8,000 in their first month when on Target for their car. And it's really what Amanda just did. How you set a goal, you have people just listen. I follow up with them. Got it? So you go on Target. Any of you can. If you make a decision and you want to talk about a game plan, we can talk afterwards. But I want you thinking bigger. The game plan's simple. Go have 40 people listen between now and the end of the month. Okay? Then have them all follow up with me within 24 to 48 hours if possible. That's a game plan. So 10,000 a month, you earn that big gorgeous purse. Any of the other ones, going on Target for your card this month, you can earn them. So this is a cute iPad carrier. Love this. Here, pass this around. This is super cute. Isn't that adorable? Super cute. Wallet. And then this is the mini one. It's so cute. I know. So go on Target for your card this month. You earn any of these. You do 10,000 or more, you earn that the big purse. All right? All right? It's a decision. It literally is, just like Amanda showed us last week. It literally is a decision. You get excited. You go tell everybody, I'm earning. I have to earn it first. Help me. There's nothing wrong with that. Aren't they cute? Aren't they gorgeous? They are. I know.
Stop touching my purse.
So I'd encourage you to take pictures of the one that you are going to claim and then look at it every day and tell people, this is what I'm earning. I'm earning this super cute Ted Baker. The rest of them are all around a couple $100. So you can earn them. And you guys know the big deal, you're going to go and charge for your car. You're going to get a commission check of anywhere from $300 to $500 a month. And then when you do 10,000, your commission check is usually around $1,200. So you're going to get this super cute purse, but you're also going to have a lot of cash in your pocket. But more importantly, be able to help other people change their lives. Excited? Y'all excited? All right, who's ready to go and charge for their car this month? Do it. Let's do it. So there you go. Now I told you how you can earn them. I know you were asking, Stacy. I know you are too. Don't touch my stuff. Not like you earn them. I know, I was protecting Stacy, and it was a big punch. And I texted her. It was like, leave Stacy alone. It was like that. I know. It's awesome. It's awesome. Okay. So those are the big announcements I wanted to tell you. Okay. By the way, if you're eating up that, I want going back into that black bag. I don't want. Got it? Okay.
Yes, no.
Okay.
Mine.
I know. We're trying to. Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh, and then the other big announcement, of course, the new product launches the 15th. I probably should say that. Okay, so the first time, when you order, I'll see if I can find a JPEG, but over on the left, it's kind of hard to find the first time. Isn't that cute? They're so cute. So cute. I'm all excited.
You pass me my wallet, please?
Okay, I know. You guys got all excited about him. Thank you. So put him up there. It'll be great. Okay. Well, actually, I need to show them. Hey, do you mind grabbing them? I'm going to show them. Okay, you guys on there can't even see these things. They're gorgeous, so I'm going to show them. So here is an iPad. So what I just said that everyone got all this commotion about is all these gorgeous, I'm going to steal your purse. So this is a Ted Baker purse. It's $350. If you go on Target for your car with $10,000 or more in the month, you earn this. If you go on Target for your car with $5,000 or more, you can earn any of the other ones. They're about a couple hundred a piece. And this is an iPad carrier. Put that back over there. And then the little mini. Here's the little mini guy. Super cute as well. And then I'm going to show them this. That is really cute. It's an evening bag. It has a strap that comes out. But anyways, it's super cute. An evening purse. Super cute. And then there's, when the other ones come around, I'll show you too. What? Oh, yeah, the inside. I know. Are you guys excited? Okay, now let's go. Now that you have something to work for, it's a competition. It's on. Right now, pretty much no one has hardly any production in right now, under 1,000. So you're all in the same boat, is all I'm saying. You're all in the same boat. It's fair game. I love it. So seriously, just you start sharing. You start sharing with everybody. You do exactly what Amanda just did and say, hey, I need to have 20 people just listen. And then, but really, I'd say if you have 0 team members right now, you want to have 8 people, have 40 people listen on average.
I have 21 now.
Woo! And she has several people interested. Her mom signed up, but she has several other people interested. So really, most people, they're not going to sign up unless they listen, right? So you ask them to just listen. Okay, now we're on it. Okay, now got that out of the way. Now you guys have a goal. Now now we're going to jump into some training. I'm going to have Marie and Jana are going to they jump into a little bit more training, but grab a pen and paper because we're going to talk about probably one of the very important things to anything in our business is bookings. Bookings are the lifeline of your business. If you don't have anything on your books, you don't have any money coming in, okay? And right now, if you're looking at snow blindness, do you know what snow blindness is? That means zero, like nothing on your books. If you are looking at that right now, guess what? You can change it in a dime. You can change it in a dime. And so last week we talked about ways to meet people. And did any of you go implement any of those? Anyone work on getting out there and meeting some new people? Good job. Good job. Hey, you should share your story real quick because your 2 guests last night.
Well, okay, so we had to go shopping because that's fun. And so we had to go, school shopping and whatever, and do this and do that. And we found ourselves in Joann's to get some really cute cups on sale.
Amazing.
And but then they weren't really on sale what we thought they were. So I was like, oh, I thought they were only $8. And she was like, here, download this app and like here's this 20% off. So she got me down to $8. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. I'd love to give you a free facial. And she was like, what? Oh my gosh. And
She's so excited.
Yeah, she was really nice. She was super sweet. She came to one of the facials and she signed up as a consultant.
Yay!
And then
she brought her boyfriend. He was like the funnest.
So sweet. It was so cool. And then the other girl, we met her at a shop and asked her to come on down for a facial, and she said yes. And she also signed up.
She signed up.
2 for 2.
I know. All because she warm chattered, you guys. And
it's really not hard. All I say is just make small, super small talk and just be really friendly. And then my biggest line is, would you like a free facial? And then they always say yes.
Right.
There's people that say no, which is really odd. Those are the ones you don't want to come.
Yeah, you don't want to come anyways. Exactly.
But for the most part, they say yes, and then sometimes they actually text you back.
I know. Yeah. So I love that because, and both of them were so excited. They're like, thank you so much. This is going to change our lives. And it all because you stepped out of your comfort zone and just asked. And we have to, like we talked about last week, you have to get out of yourself and just ask. We're nervous, we're scared, but we don't know what they're going through. Like the one girl just moved here, didn't know very many people. Right. And, she was looking for friends and relationships, and she's super cute and excited. And
And the no's are getting easier too. So that's also the thing. The first no and the second no was oh my gosh.
I know.
Then they'll say no, and I'm like, okay, that's really cool. And then it's just it's nothing.
Right.
And it doesn't deter me from asking the next person.
Right. Yeah. So you just got to ask.
Yeah.
So
there's say no is still living. So
right. Didn't kill you, exactly.
Okay.
I've always been told a no doesn't change anything. A yes changes something, but a no doesn't change anything. You're still alive. You still have the same amount of bookings on your books. You have the same amount of money coming in. But a yes could mean a new booking, a new team member, money coming in. It can be an opportunity, but a no. And you guys have to remember, you can't take them personally. That's why those messages and listening to stuff really helps you because it is hard sometimes to not let I hate rejection. I'll be the first to say I hate getting no's. I get every time. But then it gets easier the more you do it. And so I want you to know that I'm not a brick wall. I've gotten way more no's. That's how I'm okay with them. I'm more comfortable with them. I still don't love them. But I've gotten more comfortable with them because I know that every no leads me to a yes. And no, remember, every time you get a no, it's next opportunity. Mm-hmm. So anyways, I love that. Now, I know. Next opportunity. I know. And she was joking, I've met a lot of people out and about, and those people are sometimes so excited I never hear from them again.
Yeah.
That's going to happen. But then you get the people like last night that it's amazing. And so you got to go through the no answers, the whatever, to get the amazing people. Because the people that actually show up and the people that actually respond are people you want on your team anyways.
Right.
Because if somebody won't even text you back, that tells me a lot about someone.
Yeah.
Right? So you want those people. Yes!
So I have a suggestion just from the sharing aspect of things. What I did last week while we were in here talking about the challenge and everything, I actually went through and I started writing out names. And I started writing out names of people I haven't shared with yet, people that I knew were going to say yes to me. And then also people on my chicken list. And then so I went through, and when someone was going to listen, said that they were going to listen but hadn't listened yet, I put, fingers crossed emoji next to them. And then
Oh,
when they listen, I put the A-OK emoji next to them. So I knew I was keeping track of how many people.
that's
But if you
cute.
see, I still have chicken listers that I never even asked on there. And there were certain people too that I didn't want to ask face to face, like Liz.
Yeah.
She's my manager at work, and she bought a lipstick from me, and I couldn't ask her face to face. It's so weird. And then I texted her later, and I was like, hey, like, let me know how you like that lipstick, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, hey, actually, if you want to earn a free lipstick, how about you just watch this video really quick? And she's like, oh, okay, no problem. She watched it, got back to me the next day, and was like, yeah, I watched it. I can have my daughters watch it if you want me to. And then that opened up the dialogue for me to ask her if she wanted to do a party so she could win free product. Because she had talked about all of her daughters love this product, this product, this product. So I was like, well, how do you want to win $100 in free product? I have an awesome hostess program going on. So she's like, oh, okay, yeah, I can totally do a party. She's like, I can have at least 3 people there. That's easy. So, I mean, it opened the dialogue a little bit more, even though she was kind of a chickenless face-to-face. Text someone. Just go out there and text them, even about something that's completely not affiliated with what you're trying to ask them. Just open the dialogue.
Yeah, it's good. And you just ask, and even if I'm not interested in the business, which there may be some interest there for her, but I'd encourage her. It's been years since she had tried the products. I'm like, you need to get there with Amanda and book a party. You know, that even if that's why you do these sharing things, because even if people haven't tried the product, then it usually encourages them to try the product, you know, and hey, we have this great opportunity. Let's get together and do a face. You've been talking about it. It's time to get together. Okay. So bookings are the lifeline of your business. So if you don't have names, we talked all last week about names. Okay. So, and here's the deal. If you guys haven't, a lot of you in the room are just getting started, or you may have chicken list people you have not asked. Oh, Laura's raising her hand.
She's running away.
Don't run away. Don't run away. As we talk about chicken lists. I'm kidding. So, but I am sure that in this room, there is you guys probably still have some people in your life that you have not asked. Yes, you can use all these other ways, but I guarantee you probably have prejudged a lot of people and not asked a lot of people in your life, because the average person knows about 200 to 300 people in their circle. And so if you have asked 200 to 300 people, then I'll let you off the hook. But I guarantee most of you have not asked 200 to 300 people. That's what. Now, what I mean about that is acquaintances. You know, maybe the mom of your kid's best friend, or, you know, maybe the lady you see at Starbucks that makes your coffee all the time, and maybe your neighbor that, you know, you wave at each other, but you don't really know their name, you don't have a relationship. Like, those are people in your life and in your circle. So that's what I mean. You may not have their number in your phone even, but there are people in your life that you see. Those are the people you want to ask, okay? So, and you all have been officially challenged to see 30 faces. I love when you're booking to ask people to just be a face for you, because I feel like that is the easiest thing. People want to help you. I need faces, or I need parties, whatever it may be. Just set a goal, because when you're booking, you've got to have a goal. And for those people, I think it's a great reason to ask and say, hey, would you be willing to just help me? I do 30 faces. I'm earning this lunch. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Can I just borrow your face? I have a huge goal. Can you gather some friends? You know, and just ask. If you can ask them in person, that's always, always, always best. But if not, second best is to text them, you know, or if you're scared of them in person, like, second best is texting, but you just got to ask those people. So I'd encourage you to be brave. Ask those people on your chicken list first and foremost, okay? Because I know you guys have them. That person that you're thinking right now, write them down. Write them down. I know y'all have them. Write their names down, the chicken list people, because those are people you have to ask. And the other thing, like Amanda brought up, is sometimes you've asked somebody, and just because they haven't responded doesn't mean they're not interested. That is you making a story up that they're not interested, okay? That until they officially tell you no, then you don't know if they're interested or not, okay? I was just talking to Caroline about this, that, you know, when people, it's way too easy not to send a text back, right? It's a chicken way typically to ask somebody, you know, via text or Facebook Messenger, but it's much more powerful to just pick up the phone, right? But if they just didn't text back, it's also way too easy for them not to text back and just not respond, right? And then it's easy for us to go into maybe they're not interested, or maybe this, or maybe that. But when they can hear your voice and you literally just say, I need to do 30 faces, that overcomes any objection. Like I was telling her, she said, you know, my friends tell me they don't have money or they don't have time. And the best objection to overcome that is, you don't have, perfect, I just need your face. You don't have to buy anything, I just need your face. But a lot of times when people get that text of I need you to do 30 faces, they think, oh, I don't have money. She wants me to buy something. But when they hear your voice and they hear that I just use your face, you don't have to buy. If you don't want to buy anything, that's okay. You can earn stuff, you know. But so the 30 faces overcomes that objection. It also overcomes the objection of, because you will get objections in booking. It overcomes the objection of time if you tell them 30 faces in 30 days. When someone tells me they're too busy, I'm like, oh my gosh, girl, you need some pampering. You need some pampering. And I'd love, is there any way we could squeeze it in for like 30 minutes? I just have this goal of 30 faces. If there's any way you can help me, that'd be awesome. We can do it really quick. I can come to you. You can do it at nighttime in your bathroom if you want. I don't know. Like, you make it work for her. But here, even the busiest woman can find an hour of time, right? If she can hear your voice and the inflection, and if, like I was telling Caroline, tell them you're nervous. Tell them, and if she's on your chicken list, tell her. Say, Amy, you're on my chicken list. I know this sounds crazy, but you are such a sharp woman. And if someone told you that you were on their chicken list, would you not be like, oh no, I'm not scary? Like, why are you afraid of me? You know, like, most women, if they hear that, then they stop it right away, right? And so don't be afraid to say that, and then tell them you're scared. I was nervous to ask you, Amy, because you're so sharp. But I would love to get your opinion on our product. I have to do 30 faces. Does that make sense to you? But they can hear that in my voice, that no matter how many emojis, no matter how much whatever, they can't hear it over text. And if someone texts back, sometimes they're busy. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're not, interested. I hear my sister's the worst. I've shared this story before. Like, I'll text her and then she doesn't respond for like days. And then I'm like, Maria, did you get it? Hello? Oh yeah. Kids, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. I'm just saying that it happens with people all the time. Yeah, we do it all the time. And so we make up stories. If they don't get back to us, we make up stories. So those people that you did some initiative, but you didn't hear back from them, I would encourage you to follow up with them and get an answer from them. If you can, talk to them on the phone. That's always best.
I want to throw something out there too. Be careful who you're giving discounts to. Like, don't give your discount away. My mom would not have signed up this week if I was giving her my discount. The whole reason my mom finally signed up is because I would not give her my discount. Like, I will give you a mom 25% off, but you don't get my 50% off because this is my business.
Good for you.
And I would give her some of the percentage off, but then when she talked to Candace, she's like, okay, wait, I get this, and this for free, and now I get 50% off. Sorry, Amanda, I'm sorry. Like, I've been begging my mom to sign up.
It's so good for her.
It's gonna be so good for her.
Yeah, don't give your discount. No, I think that's a great point.
Throw it away because you're just
started that way, you're gonna have to keep doing it.
Oh gosh, they're always gonna expect it. They're always gonna expect it. Absolutely. My mom was like, I don't want to get a discount. Same thing. She wanted to support you, you know. So, okay, a couple things about booking. So first of all, I'm sure y'all know people. Have a goal. That's the important thing about booking. Have a goal. The other really important thing about booking is your attitude. Attitude is everything. If you're like, oh, she's not going to be interested, she's not going to be interested. But if you're like, I have the best opportunity out there, who would say no to me? Who would say no to our products? People then they will sense that. It is an attitude, you guys, that if you have a bad attitude about booking, then you're not going to get bookings. Okay? Just like everything in this business, it's right here. If you don't think you can book, or you don't think they're going to hold, or you don't think whatever, you have some negative thought about it, then you're going to get that. But it's an attitude. If you struggle with booking, like like a lot of people, a lot of people hate the phone. Anyone in the room like have a hard time picking up the phone, actually calling people? Yeah.
Or even
a lot of people.
It when people call you.
Yeah.
I know you.
So imagine us calling people.
Right.
They're doing the same thing that we're doing. And we're like, oh.
Yeah. What is this? I know. I always tell people we have these gadgets. They're not. They actually work as a talking device. Because a lot of people use them as mini computers and not actual phones. But if you struggle with that, but I'm telling you, if you can get them on the phone, like I made booking calls right before the meeting, and everybody got on the phone. I booked. Everybody got on the phone. I booked. Now I left a bunch of messages for people, but when you can actually talk to them, they can hear your excitement and your enthusiasm. You can't hear that over text. And so. But if you struggle with actually picking up the phone, create an affirmation about that. I love booking. I'm a booking fool. Everybody talking says yes. I love making booking calls. It's crazy, but you got to trick your mind. And then what happens is you actually get that way where you actually like it. And the other big thing about booking is you've got to be excited. You've got to be excited.
No,
You say something over there?
you said people actually like it. Sorry.
Given faces.
Oh, whatever. Well, they like it when I call them. Anyways, so if you but enjoy your face. Be excited. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. So be excited. That's a huge key to booking, you guys. You gotta be excited. If you call somebody, you're like, hey, you're my winner. No, I mean, no one's they're gonna click, hang up. I was not this excited all the time. I know nobody believes me, but I remember I had to pretend I was Terry. I pretended I was Terry because she was very excited. She's like a super bubbly personality, and I would get on the phone and I was pretend I was Terry. And I would like, my voice goes up and octave. I'm like, hey, you want to do it? I'm like, oh, I'm doing it. Hey, you won! But now it's a thing. Like, I love it. Right. But here's the thing about booking is that it can be really scary the first one, but guess what? Once you get a booking, you're like, I want to dial again. Like, you're so excited. It is. It's addicting and it's exciting. But it's an attitude for sure. So I did want to share this really quickly, and I'm going to let you guys talk because you get the names, and then you gotta have some system. This is my really like ghetto, simple system, because if you know anything about me, you know I like things simple. I don't want a big old fancy complicated thing. How many of you watched the 21-day booking challenge video? That is an awesome video. I will repost it. It's so good for you really organized people. I can't do it. It's stressing me out. This is for me. So you have to do what works best for your personality. But what's really great about the 21-day booking challenge, which I would highly recommend going, I'll repost the video, is that it's a system to follow up with people, because just because you contact somebody once doesn't mean they're not interested. That has been proven at something like the 5th to 8th time is when you get the most sales. 5th to 8th time in sales. And I don't know, I could pull up the statistics. It's crazy. But a lot of times people only contact people once, maybe twice.
Yeah.
And you just give up and you stop.
Yeah, most sales happen on the 5th to 12th contact.
Yes.
Most salespeople
Give
give
up.
up after the first or second contact.
Mm-hmm.
And so they did all these statistics like,
Yeah.
yeah, like people are giving up after the first or second phone call and throwing their leads away, and it's like,
You don't get
you
that.
still got 4 or
missing
5
it.
more times to go
Right.
before you.
Okay, cool.
So I'll post the 21-day booking challenge because it's a great video, great system. But you got to find what works for you. So this is what I do every time. If you've gone out with me, I have these little very simple entry forms. They just say your name, number, okay to text, you have a consultant. Like super simple. I don't like the ones that have like name, address, you know, like you need everything. You don't need that. All you're gonna do is text her or call her, right? You don't need their address. You're not gonna show up at her house. You're gonna do nothing, right? Avon calling? No, we're not that. We're not that. No, that's Scary K. We are not Scary K. Okay, we are Mary K. But I get. So whenever I go get a name, I do a lot of lead gen thing. Like last weekend, I did Maurice's and went and stood outside the little table, whatever. But all the other things we talked about, you know, last week, there's booths, there's whatever going on, you know, anything, you get little entry forms, and then I staple them, okay? Like they're stapled. And I write any notes about them off to the side. This is a good example. I should go back further. Like any notes about them, I write off to the side. And then I also write down how many times I've contacted them or anything about them. So basically, like here's an example, and then it shows me how many times I've contacted them. So, and the dates that I contacted them. Cross means she said no, booked, whatever. I have little stars and little notes all about them. But for me, it's really simple that I can go back and be like, oh, I've only contacted this person twice. Okay, I need to go back and contact them again. Does that make sense? And so this is how I keep track of my leads. It's really simple. This is this is my current binder, but I have like tons and tons and tons of those from all the years I've been doing it. But I know it's a very simple system. You got to find something, because if you have papers everywhere, you're going to lose them, right? You got to have some system. All right.
I have a waitress last Monday that she was super sweet, and we warmed up her. She was super excited, and I
Lost her number.
haven't called her yet.
Oh my gosh, you gotta call her.
What are you doing?
Yeah,
Wow.
gotta call. You got the hard part is getting the name and then calling them.
I'm gonna call her tonight.
And you're calling tonight. Good. You're calling.
I know exactly
Yeah.
what it is.
And if you have old leads, call them. Like, and here's what I say when I call old leads. I was looking back through my notes and I realized I still owe you free stuff. So easy. So if it's been a long time, or maybe you haven't called them, then there's nothing wrong with saying, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. So, and I love to work with winners, so I always tell them, so here's my sample booking call. So I call winners and I say, hey, this is Candace. You just ended up drawing at Maurice's yesterday, and you're my winner. Congratulations. And 9 times out of 10, I leave a voicemail and I say, call me back. I'll tell you about it. And then I text her, because some people don't check their voicemail. Then I say, hey, this is Candace. I just left you a voicemail. You are my winner. Give me a call. Or, you are my winner. Congrats. And then they usually respond back what's better preference for them. If I have them on the phone, like the 3 girls I actually got on the phone and booked, I was like, oh my gosh, you're my winner. Congratulations. I'm just calling to tell you about it. Do you have a quick second? You always want to ask them for their time. Because if they're busy, they're going to go by. And if they are busy, you call them back at a different time. And then I say, so you won a facial and a makeover for you and up to 5 friends. That's something I added. It's got that from somebody. It's awesome. You want a facial and a makeover for you and up to 5 friends. It includes a pampering session, which includes a facial, a makeover, a hand treatment, a lip treatment. We can do a charcoal mask treatment if you want. And you get a $20 gift for getting free product. So it's a lot of fun. You get pampered and it's a free product. So we just got to find the time that works best for both of us. So what's your schedule like? Are daytime, evenings, or weekends best for you? Weekends? Okay, I do Fridays or Sundays. Sundays? Awesome. I do an appointment at 2 o'clock. I do them all in my studio. Here's my address. Is this your cell phone? I'll text it to you. Remember, you can have up to 5 friends join you. And so ask around, see if anyone wants to join you. And I text her right away the information she has in her phone. That's a booking call for me. Couple big things is I asked her for a time. I told her what she wanted, a pampering package for her and up to 5 friends. If you're not saying that, you're missing out. For you up to 5 friends, I was giving free products. I gave them $20 for free. You don't have to give that much, but you got to give to get. And then I gave her options. I said, what's your schedule like? Daytime, evenings, or weekends? And then you give them options based off your schedule. Like if you work a full-time job, you're not going to give them daytimes, right? You'll say evenings or weekends. And you always want to give them options and be in control of the conversation. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And then I always offer the events. That's what I was saying. You guys offer the events is the first thing. If they can't come to the events, then find a time that works for them. So, got it? Get it, got it good. Now you got to go do it. Simple, simple, simple. All right. Now it's your turn, ladies. You take over. I'm going to move away from there.
So after you booked and you told her that she's able to invite 5 friends, then you want to do is kind of coach her through the process of getting those 5 friends to come and getting them to actually not just say they're coming, but actually show up. And so that is what the hostess coaching does. So one of the first things that you would do after you decided on a date is let her know that you're going to be their rain or shine, and you hope that she will too, because you want it to be a firm commitment and a firm date, right? You need her to respect your business, you need her to respect your time, and so you need to get her to say, yes, I will be their rain or shine. Okay, so then I would consider that a confirmed appointment. Let her know what's in it for her for free if she does invite up to 5 friends. One of the fun things that you can have her do is register on your website and shop for the things that she might be interested in. Just have her go through and, she can even put everything in a basket on your website, and that way you can see what she wants. And then you can have it wrapped up pretty for her when you go to the party, have it sitting on the table and be like, this is what she earned for inviting you guys. And then that might pique their curiosity, and they might want to earn that much free product too. But make sure that your hostess program is something that you're excited about. I love the idea of having them shop for what they want up to a certain amount. So for me, if they have 3 people, it's $50. If they have 5, it's $100. I just keep it easy. I don't do percentages because I don't do math. So.
Yeah.
And I don't get excited about percentages. I'm like, I get excited about $100. Okay.
Yeah. Which typically what Jana's talking about is typically when you're booking a hostess from a party. Because if you're booking winners, so this is just me personally, I don't know, Jana, but when I personally meet somebody for the first time and she's a winner, like I then I'll book that do all the hostess coaching for the second time. Does that make sense? So like booking parties from your parties is the best booking approach you can do. So in that individual consultation, you're setting up that follow-up appointment, you set the date, and then you do all this stuff. You give her a hostess packet and all that, because I believe if you get a winner and then you're like, hey, you want to host a party? Then there's like, sometimes she feels like it's not like a gift.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So yes, and we don't want to do that. And so just know that this is typically for somebody that maybe is a friend that's hosting a party for you, that you have a very clear-cut hostess plan, like what she was talking about. Like when I'm just booking them, like if it's the first time, I say you can bring up to 5 friends. I don't even offer anything for free a lot of times, and they bring people. I'm just saying. But when you're booking a party from a party and she's a hostess, you work with her a little bit differently. You do all this stuff, which is really important if you want your parties to hold.
And then let her know too that in order for her to have 5 guests, she needs to invite like 20.
Yes.
So that's the first thing. I would actually have a phone call or even meet her for coffee and brainstorm a guest list together. And then once she has that guest list, then you can either help her with invites. One of the cool things, like on Pic Collage, you can create a text invite that says, hey, come to so-and-so's party and RSVP within 24 hours and get a free mascara or something like that. You guys can decide if that's something that you want to do. But there's also beauty invites you can do by email on Mary Kay In Touch, which are really pretty invites that you can do. But I think in this day and age, like, try to hit them from all angles, whether you have her call, send text messages, and do the email.
Some people do like a Facebook group too.
Facebook
like they'll
group.
do a Facebook group.
Yep, you can do a Facebook invite, do a video, get people excited. There's tons and tons of ways. But a huge part of the party is you actually getting the guest list and the numbers for the people who are attending. Because then when that happens, then we get to pre-profiling, which is something that gets people excited and kind of gets a commitment level from them too. So pre-profiling is where you get the guest list, and then you would follow up with the guests yourselves with a phone call. Sometimes hostesses have a hard time letting go of their phone numbers, and so if she wants to be a part of it, you can have her ask the questions that you need the answers to. Some of the questions that you want to get the answers to are, what type of skin do you have? Is it combination oily or is it normal dry? Usually if they don't know, then that means they're normal. Otherwise, most people know what kind of skin they have. Another question to ask would be, if you could change one thing about your skin, what would that be? And whatever it is, we have something for that. Mm-hmm. So, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you to try this one because I have exactly what you need. I can't wait to see you.
And write it down.
Yeah,
Be sure to write it down.
Too, if they don't show up to the party, then you have them as a lead.
Right. So you still have their number.
That's why the hostess plan, it's like the guest list is like gold to you.
If you can get that, and if you have to bribe, whatever you got to do. Group text messages works. Like if she feels like her friends aren't going to be okay with you calling, like, okay, can we do a group chat somehow? Can we set up? How can you get this people's information so that you can get to
the
them
most
too?
Free stuff.
Right.
Because if you talk to the hostess and let her know that this is to help her, like if you say, Kanisha, I want to help you get the most amount of free stuff and have the most amount of people there. So if you get me this guest list, I'll do all the work for you. I'll contact them all. I'll remind them all. I'm going to find out what type of products they want for their skin so I can be prepared. You don't have to do anything. Like you literally just show up, maybe have some brownies, and I'll do everything else. That if you work with the hostess and let her know that you're helping her, she's sometimes more likely to actually give you the numbers, you know? And then if she texts them, her people, and says, hey, I'm having a party here. My consultant's going to be contacting you to figure out about your skin. You know, so if you work as a team, usually there's not as much resistance, you know? If you can get that, that's like gold.
Yes, always the guest list is like gold. Other things you want to be letting your hostess know about is like how the event is going to run. You need to let her know in advance. Otherwise, it'll be kind of a free-for-all. Like if she's going to have food is going to be after the party is over while you're individually closing, so it gives them something to do and they don't leave right away. Alcohol should be served after. You tell her it's because people's face is flush when they drink, and so you won't get a good foundation match on them, and the products might not work the same. And
you don't want to be drinking yourself either.
No.
You're
going
after
like a 10-hour party.
Yeah.
Just be like, the party is like, the appetizer, and then you guys can have whatever the
Right. Okay, maybe what? But I'm just saying, don't get wasted because whatever. No, we don't want to do that. No. Yeah, you want to be professional, you guys. And anytime I show up at a party and there's alcohol, I'm like, you know what? No, thank you. Like, and I don't drink with them because, and it was really bad thing. I'm a lightweight. Bad things happen.
You see Candace? There goes the red jacket.
Yeah. No, not happening. But in all seriousness, like, you want to be professional.
And you can even let them know too, like, you can ask them what skin tone they have, ivory, beige, or bronze. That'll give you a good idea for foundation matching or CC cream matching or whatever you let them know. You can call it what you want to call it. When you call it a class, people have a tendency to be on time because it's a class. But if you call it a party, sometimes they have a hard time showing up on time. So
party, you show up whenever.
Appointment works great.
Beauty experience is the new word.
Yeah. So you just make sure they know, like, 15 minutes prior. Like, I would give them, a start time of a few minutes earlier if you want to get your party started on time.
Or you do a door prize.
Yeah.
I've done that too.
On time drawing.
Yes. Especially if you have a big group of people, do an on time drawing. When you're pre-profiling, saying, hey, I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Have a couple questions about your skin. I just want you to know there's going to be an on time drawing, so you don't want to miss it. You can earn something for free. Just planting that seed, like
the
all
best
the
prize
things
you
you can
get
do.
is for being on time.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna win.
Because
Where's the skunk?
yeah, I know, it's coming to her. Yeah. So, and the thing about a party too, okay, let me just say one thing really quickly. If you have a problem getting things going, so because sometimes I hear this happen where people are like, oh my gosh, I was there and they brought the food and they were talking and it was like an hour before we even started. You ever had that happen? Okay, it's your job. It's your job to coach her, and I always say, it's okay if we just eat the food till the end, till afterwards, because I don't want your fingers to be all gross. Yeah, you don't have to do that. But it's your job to take initiative. That's the really important thing. And a lot of consultants are like, oh, I don't know. No, they're waiting for you to take initiative. So they're waiting for you to say, and all you got to say is, if they're all talky and whatever, say, all right, guys, we're going to get started. Let's all come in the kitchen. Or, all right, guys, we're going to get started. We're going to start with setting hands and just start squirting on them. And like, just go, like, literally, you have to take initiative. That you don't want to wait for them to be ready, because they'll just talk all the time. And then 2 hours will go by and you won't have done a party.
And they can care less.
Yeah, and they're just talking and having a great time, but they are wanting you to take that initiative. Okay, so step it up. If the women are there, I'm not waiting longer than 15 minutes. Like at our events, if I don't like it 15 minutes, I'm like, we're starting. Where are your people? If they're not here, we'll pick them up later. And that's the same thing. Sometimes they'll be like, oh, we're waiting for Susie Q. Well, we'll catch up, Susie Q. Like, don't have them wait. Okay, I promise it'll be like a 4-hour party. You want to take initiative. And same thing, if they get talky, like, all right, ladies, we're doing cleanser. You make it fun, but you want to move it along too, so that it doesn't take forever. Because they'll respect that, and then they'll want to book their own party. If they know that they had a 4-hour party, they're going to be like, I don't have 4 hours to book a party, But if it was professional and it was quick and it was awesome and fun, like we had so much fun last night. We were laughing and it was awesome. We were laughing the entire time, and that's the way it should be, but it can be fun and on point too. Like we ended on time too. Does that make sense? So it's not that you're cutting it down to fun, but it's your job to take initiative. That's all I'm saying. Because otherwise you'll be frustrated. I've done it before. I'm like, oh yeah, I can't. It's just suck it up and just leave this thing. So.
Make sure you let the hostess know how you like things set up. She's the one that's going to have the table and chairs, and so kind of try to get a visual. Or if you've gone to her house to meet her for getting the guest list, that will help too. But you usually want to try to set up an individual area for your individual consultation. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but just let her know what your needs are, because you're the one guiding this whole ship. Like if you leave it to her, she'll do what she wants, and it could turn into chaos because it's not what you're used to. So you guys are the ones that are in control of it.
One other thing I do that I book parties on people that I know is to get them to book a party. Is that they're leaving on things they're like, oh, I really like this. Like I have a friend that really wants the skin and vigorate brush. And I said, okay, well, let's teach you how to get this for free. That's another way to talk to them. And then, and then I was thinking
Okay.
about get the guest list. Then it's a person that you talk to. If they say, oh yeah, me and I'm not sure if I can go or not, you can book a party off of her or book a facial with her another time. Or, I really, really like this product, but I can't make it. You can get that book or that purchase beforehand. And then another way too, if your people have, what I do with my hostess packages sales ahead of time, it's only going to help your chances of getting your free thing. So if they have friends and they're like, I can't make it, then say, oh, well, this is her website, what find stuff that you would like. And then they can purchase or they can get those sales ahead of time. So then you have pre-sales, and then when you come to the party, you get more sales. Does that make sense?
That's the cool thing about like the hostess program that Kelly and I were able to get at seminar is you give them $20 free for doing $150 in pre-order sales. You get $20 free if 3 people who don't have Mary Kate don't show up. You get $20 free if you provide a gift. So it's all these different things that are stacking up to them earning more money. So it's all this stuff that's going to help you, and they can pick and choose if they're like, oh, I really don't want to give her a guest list, but I already know that I have 3 friends who want to spend at least $150. But they can't make it. There we go, pre-sales. Yeah, and then they do exactly what hostess. It's like a create your own hostess program, kind of.
Yeah. What else about parties? What questions do you guys have about? No, don't be so like.
You don't know about the products or anything.
Right.
My first party really didn't know a lot about it. I was just like, here we go, this is what we're doing.
Right, they say you can do everything wrong with the right attitude. And just have a blast. And so don't go in there like so focused on saying the right words and all of that perfection stuff. You just go in there because you want to get to know who these people are and what you can do in each of their individual lives, like where you belong. Yeah.
Nobody's perfect.
Perfect. Nobody's gonna want to do. Who would want to
Start my parties off with, all right, guys, worked hard, but we're gonna be this.
do? Yep.
Just be you.
Mhm.
And always have kind of like fun things that somebody can earn. Even if it's just the referral, the referral game, do something because people like to win things.
Yeah.
So always have like at least 1 or 2 things somebody can win.
Yes. Keep it lively.
It's samples and stuff. Like it's not even fun prizes necessarily, but I'm like, oh, it's something free.
Hey, when I got that sample for free, I'm happy. Come on, the lotion we
Little
just did it. I love this.
hand
My hands feel so good.
Right. It's awesome. It's all in the presentation. So, what other
You can even
questions?
dress up your set, like they did on the cute little ladies who like had all their crafty things.
Mm-hmm.
They had like the little stack of eye wipes with the mini oil-free eye makeup remover with little googly eyes and your business card on the bottom of it. And it was so easy, it probably cost like maybe $1. And it's so cute and dressed up, and it's something that costs a couple bucks.
Yeah.
Like, just make your parties really good. No one wants to come into a party and they're like, oh, well, do you like doing this? Put like your own personal touch on it, but
Yeah.
And the dollar store is your friend.
Oh, another thing, if you don't follow hashtag #MyMKLife or whatever on Instagram, go through that and you can actually screenshot pictures that people post all day. I've gotten some of the coolest like pictures that you can post on your Facebook or make quick collages off of, just from other things that I've seen people post. Like lipsticks and different basket things and just random things and seeing what they wrote on it. And I didn't even have to do any work other than screenshotting and cropping. So
Right.
pretty awesome.
So, does anybody have anything they could add about parties or pre-profiling that you've done? Any other experiences?
Pre-profiling is key because then they get excited and they think, oh, you have something to help my skin? That's what I went to a party one time with another company. They're like, oh, yeah, I have something for that. I'm like, you're going to help me cook? Because I don't know how to cook.
Right.
I was at another party thing one time, and what the lady did was really cool. The first thing she did when she opened up the party was, okay, first of all, I want you to text me your name and number.
Oh, yeah.
And then I want you to find my Facebook page and friend request me. And then I want you to join my VIP group. So we did all 3 of those things, and then she got a ticket for each of the things that we did to win a prize at the end or whatever.
Oh,
So
Just the contact.
yeah. Yep. So I
I've
thought that was
noticed for
pretty neat.
me, like, whenever I go and warm shadow people, and I get the number, I always tell them, like, do you know somebody who, like, would deserve a facial? Like, somebody who's so awesome. Or I always say, like, oh my gosh, it's so much more fun if you bring your friends, because you know somebody, and it's just a lot more fun. And so, I end up wanting to bring people. So that kind of helps too.
Yep.
But I've noticed that.
One thing I do, like on my business card or something, I tell somebody to someone, I say, if you don't want to use this, please give it to someone else who will use it. Like pass it on. You don't have to use it. Don't throw it away. Like, don't pass it on. Whatever you do, but like, you know someone in your life, like pass it on to them. And that way it kind of stays out there floating.
Right. Very good. I know, I'll throw my gift cards away, man. Those were expensive.
I got a label maker and I spent like 2 hours like I'm not like putting out the number and I'm feeling it's on my website and I'm like, 2 hours do this. So I'm like, okay, you don't want to use it, please give it someone.
So, and they always say in order to, like, if your goal is 5 parties a week, you need to book 10.
Okay.
So,
Right. Numbers game.
numbers game. Yeah, don't forget the numbers. So, but it's totally worth coaching these people, because if you just say, are you going to have a party for me? And then you show up and you haven't done anything else with them, it's not going to be as successful as it could be. It might be actually kind of awkward.
And when you're doing your individual challenge with proposing, then you can talk with those people about hosting parties then too, and give them, some incentives. So if they can't afford everything, say, well, you wanted the miracle set.
That's why the wish list
Yeah.
is so important to have,
Yeah.
because it gives you ideas like, oh, I see you really like that Victory Fresh. How would you feel about getting 3 friends together and I'll give it to you? So,
It's a good idea.
yeah, wish list is important. Yes, ma'am.
So when you do a hosted little packet, what do you give them? What do you give your host? Is it just verbal?
It's just verbal.
Okay.
And maybe I should have a host.
Well,
Yeah, I was wondering, like, when you're sitting there and you're doing your whole
we'll send the website so you can order those little reward packets for that seminar because they're like the hard copy.
Yeah, post it on
They're
free.
pretty durable. And it's got like you can write all your referrals on there, your wish list, like everything that you need, and it's just like something you can.
I know that I've gotten like badass hostess packets from like Pampered Chef and stuff,
Yeah.
and I get so overwhelmed by all the paper. I don't.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So
Like a
for
little,
me,
like,
Right.
it's very colorful, very inviting.
It's
So-
also something visual.
Mine
I'm a
just
visual
says
person, so for me,
3 or
that
more,
works.
$50 free party with me. 5 or more, $100 free party with me. And it's just a little pic collage. Little thing.
They have these things too. This I think was what is it?
Pink printing.
Printing. She had this, and it's a $200 free to party with me with different things on it, depending on how much you want to give away. This one says $25, provide guest list within 48 hours. $25, 5 or more guests present who are 21 or older and do not currently have a consultant. $25 for $225 or more in total party sales. $25 if you get 2 bookings for future parties. And then $100 if you get $100 or more in outside sales from your friends who cannot attend the party.
Okay.
So that's just one of the things. I went through and I just took pictures of everything that I liked at seminars. I wasn't about to spend like hundreds of dollars exactly. And so, I don't know, they're just kind of cool little things. And that's when her and I found those hostess packets for $1 each. And it has all of it in there, and it's only 100 free that you're giving away, which is something I'm okay with. 200.
Right. Not yet.
It's the exact same thing. It's the same 5 things, but they get $20 for each. It's
Right.
like 25, 100.
Right.
I like that it's broken up, like, this way you're for 20, this way you're for 20.
Yeah, and I think it puts a lot of pressure on them to be like, oh, yeah, you can earn 100, we got to do all this stuff, you can earn 100.
Right.
Yeah,
Because
because we
I'm
have
like,
like,
you 20.
Now it's like you pick and choose.
Sometimes
Like,
people,
I'm
it
gonna have
works.
5 people and get $100 in outside sales. But screw the wish list, screw or the guest list,
Right.
because they're just not that type.
Yeah, for those indecisive people who just, like some people will be really excited to put in all the work and do whatever you ask. But for those people who are like, okay, well, you know what? You don't want to do all of that. Here's
choose how much you want to earn. Right?
Choose your destiny.
Some things I've done before, it might be a little crazy, but it just depends on what your goals are. Like I've done where if the hostess decides to sign up that night, that she gets she gets all the customers, and I give her the profits from the party. Not the the 50% part that I get for my product, but the extra. I give her all the profits, and then she can use that to place her first order, and then fill her brand new customer orders. Or, you know what I mean? So, that's just something that is another thing.
And it's what works for you and your hostess. Every person.
But just know, like, the key is guest list, and that'll make it a winner every time. It really will, because you have their information if they aren't going to be there, and you have their information if they are. So, good follow up. You guys feel like you got educated?
Yeah.
Good.
Mondays with meetings are just always just so informational, and they're encouraging and motivating. I have a copy of sleep, but I come here on Monday and I just get refreshed.
You're powerful for me.
We're about to talk about that. Yes, ma'am. Oh, cleaning. We need to clean.
Trash.
We need somebody in the kitchen. We need trash, and we need vacuuming table.
We'll vacuum.
Amy said she would vacuum.
I'm gonna vacuum. Yeah, I'll do trash.
Okay.
I don't know where all the questions are.
Tell me how many there are.
So, two that we were in the room.
Not yet.
You got clothes, yeah.
Oh.
We gotta do our power and.
I got everything I need. I gotta go.
So we didn't sign up for group next week. I can just make like
I'll bring the salad. Oh, I won't be there next week.
Yeah. Oh, darn. No, that's not a good enough.
Yeah, right?
Alright, so guys, next week's Italian. If you guys can bring anything, that would be awesome.
I'll make a post in the group, and then we'll make a little list on that.
Okay. You guys ready? I am great.
I am great.
I am wonderful.
I am wonderful.
I am a woman of excellence.
I am a woman of excellence.
I will let nobody push my buttons.
I will let nobody push my buttons.
I will let nobody rain on my parade.
I will let nobody rain on my parade.
I will go over.
I will go over.
I will go under.
I will go under.
I will go around.
I will go around.
And I will go straight through.
I will go straight through.
Any obstacle that comes my way.
Any obstacle that comes my way.
Because I am highly motivated.
I am highly motivated.
And I'm truly dedicated.
I am truly dedicated.
Close down.
Future pre-cut driver in the making.
Got a tiny bit of exercise.
Bye, ladies.